mental health check lang, no? Mental health check-in. 1 to 10. 10 the highest. 9, 7, 7. Okay. How about the others? Kamusta na po ang ating mental health condition? 7, 7, 7. Okay. 8. Okay. Ayan. At least nandun pa rin tayo sa mataas na level, no? Ako naman, nasa 6.5, pero going 7 na siya. So, ito paano? Nakakabawi. Tulog, rest, no? So, do not forget periodic breaks. Do your hobbies. Make yourself happy. Pero stay productive pa rin. Kahit pa paano, meron pa rin kayong mga natatapos na mga task. Yung pinaka-importante doon. You have to prioritize. Okay. Ayan. Pero show up pa rin tayo, no? Kahit na may sakit. May mga flu dyan, mga nilalagnat, mga not feeling well. Sino yung may mga sakit-sakit dito? Wala naman, good. So may mga sakit dito. Okay, so yan na po ang ating attendance ngayon. 9 na lang po tayo, 8 na lang po pala ang natitira, no? So out of how many? 29 ata kayo sa klase. 28, 25. Okay. Can we open our screen? I mean our cameras. I'll be open minds as well. Yan, para makita ko yung mga pleasant faces natin, no? And start pa rin tayo sa ating klase. Ayan. Good morning, everyone. Ayan, charge muna tayo ng phone. Okay. Sige. Start na tayo. So, today is the start of a brand new season. Season 3 na tayo, because we're going to discuss now forms of psychological test. Yes, what you can see on the module. Now we're going to focus now on the different test. And by the way, I have checked most of your outputs for M2 summative assessment. Good job kayo doon. Most of you naman have submitted. Meron lang mga pailan-ilan na hindi makapag-submit ng mga summative assessments nila. Pero yun nga, I hope you understand na even if it's open, may significant deduction of points na sa mga late submissions, to be fair for those who have submitted on time last week. Okay, so start tayo. Good morning. Thank you for opening your cameras, guys. At least active tayo sa ating discussion. Okay. So, malapit-lapit na rin tayo magtapos. Don't you worry. We're almost there. Hang on. Lapit na po tayo. Okay, so ito. So, ang topic lang naman po natin ngayon are yung mga tests. So, I will be introducing to you the major personality, intelligence, cognitive test na ginagamit natin sa practice. So, at least, mas ma-orient kayo ba, no? Ano ba yung mga commonly used na mga tests, sir? Kapag nag-practice na kami sa clinical, kapag naging psychometricians kami, or naging associate kami. So, kapag nag-pursue kayo ng ganitong career, no? So, magiging, ma-orient kayo sa mga test na ito. So, pwede kayo mag-associate sa clinic, no? Mag-apply kayo sa clinic, ganyan. Especially kung naging license na kayo, ganyan. So, we have different levels of test. Depende sa level kasi ito yung parang category ng mga test, no? Kung asan or ano yung mga qualifications required para makapag-administer ng mga test. Level A, ito yung kahit sino pwede, no? It could be a professional, not necessarily psych major. Pwede po ito teachers, no? Best example would be the entrance examinations like the NMAT entrance examination, the National Career Assessment Examination. Kung alam niyo 'yon, yung NCAI, NMAT, no? NAT, National Achievement Test in high school. If familiar kayo sa mga test na yon, if nakatake kayo nun sa ano ninyo sa basic education. Ang level B, level A also, ito yung mga quizzes din, mga exams, ganyan, no. So level B, ito yung may kailangan na talaga na license kasi focus na siya into the psychological test. So it could be a group personality test, group intelligence test, aptitude test, interest test. Ayan, yan, mga achievement test. So, it could be either psychometricians or psychologists only or psychometricians alone. Basta ang minimum requirement is psychometrician. Level C, ito naman yung mga matataas na ng mga psychological test kagaya ng mga individual intelligence test like this one, SB5, and yung mga Wechsler, yan po sila. These are major intelligence and personality test, individual personality and individual intelligence test. So, kasali din po dito yung mga projective techniques or yung mga projective test like house 3-person test, figure drawing test, yung mga ganun ng mga test, no? Alam niyo ba yung projective test? Familiar kayo doon? Projective test or projective technique? Sinong familiar dito sa mga projective test? May alam ba kayong projective test? Bigyan niyo ko ng isa. Level C siya. Sige, sinong pwede makapagbigay sa akin ng isang projective test? Kyle? Ano yung projective test na alam mo, Kyle? Projective test. Sino? Si Jeya siguro, no? Jeya, ano yung isang projective test na alam mo, Jeya?
Ato atang sir, na-mention gadi mo last time kung ipa-draw og balay, kahoy,
Projective test.
Oo,
Isa lang.
hindi ko sure, sir.
Ha? Ano? Well, sige, sino yung may alam dyan, no? Okay na. Keyboard warriors na, guys. Search na kayo, no? Marami siya actually, mga figure drawing test, like house 3-person, draw a person test, no? Kinetic family drawing test. Meron din tayong mga projective test kagaya ng SAC sentence completion test. Ito yung may mga sentences na kailangan mo i-complete. My mother and I is blank. When I was a child, I used to blank. So basically, mini-measure natin dito yung mga unconscious material nanggaling siya dun kay Freud na projection. So they could project unconscious materials sa mga bagay na meron sila unconsciously or subconsciously, hindi na measure through self-report. So bakit kaya nagkaroon ng projective test? Kasi projective test is a type of personality test compared sa mga personality test. May idea kayo bakit nagkaroon ng mga projective test? David, bakit tayo nagkaroon ng mga projective test? Sige, mag-take note tayo ng mga ninyo, participation.
What po, sir? From what I understand, like there is like it can point it can serve as like a quantum, sir, kanang like evidence based ba, like how do the quantum, sir, yung client po feel po at first glance lang po if say like projective test like start, like say draw like I heard this story once po, sir, like naisa ka like young girl na mag-draw daw siya house tapos like kanang mga ruined lang like drawings lang just because like nakwan siya, nag-grow up siya in a concentration camp daw. Like
Yes.
mostly evidence-based po, sir. Like
Okay,
at first
evidence-based.
glance.
Okay, thank you, David, for that, no? Yes. Well, many people can critique projective test kasi ano ba talaga yung measure niyan? Wala kasi talagang universal manual for that. But there's a manual on how to interpret the different stimuli being projected through the projective test. So yes, iba siya sa personality test na alam natin na self-report. Pero bakit kaya siya na-create yung mga projective test na yan? Bakit nagkaroon ng mga projective techniques? Hindi na lang tayo nag-stick dun sa mga Likert scale na strongly agree, like me, not like me, yung mga ganun. What do you think is the reason behind that? Bakit nagkaroon pa talaga ng ganun na bakit we need to do something pa out of that, out of words, pictures, drawings, no? In the practical standpoint, bakit kaya? because because class, no, di ba sa self-report or yung mga self-report na mga skills, mga inventories, listen well ha, kasi di ba we could fake kasi our answers, we could appear light, we could appear good, fake bad, fake good, gano'n, no, para mas umangkop sa atin dun how we want to, on how we want to show towards the, yung ano magiging result niya ba, pwede natin siyang i-falsify. Kasi self-report siya scaling, 'di ba? Circle circle, 'di ba? 1 to 5, no? So pwede mong palabasin na okay ka, ganyan ka, or hindi ka okay, ganyan. Si projective test kasi nagawa siya kasi hindi alam kung ano yung correct answer, tsaka yung hindi dapat i-answer. Well, sa personality test naman, wala talagang correct answer, tsaka walang maling sagot. In other words, it's just that hindi lang alam ng tao paano mapoproject himself or herself in a good light. Hindi niya masyado ganong kabisado. So let's say ipapadrawing ka ng bahay, ganyan, no, 'di ba? House 3 person, no. Kung malalaki yung windows, it means daw you're open ka daw sa mundo, no? Marami kasing mga ano yan eh, mga interpretation. Kung merong pathway, it means that you're very welcoming. Ganun. Pag malaki yung roof, it means daw na you value importance dun sa family mo as your foundation. Mga ganun. Kung malaki yung bahay, it means that you want a very good life for yourself. If very simple lang yung house, you want a simple life. So, hindi alam talaga ng non-psych majors yung interpretation ng mga test. So, you got the point, no? Hindi natin alam, hindi masyadong familiar si test taker. Paano siya magre-respond na aayon dun sa gusto niya? Kasi whether we like it or not, there are clients that are like that. That they can sometimes fake their answers para lang mag-appear good or light sa paningin in terms of interpretation. So, yun siya, no? But, maraming critics kasi nga less reliable si mga projective tests. Bakit natin masasabi na porket yan lang yung drawing? Kasi I have a lot of clients that says na, sir, hindi marunong mag-drawing, sir. Ganyan. Marunong mag-drawing, sir. Ganyan. So, hindi mo rin masasabi kasi hindi sila ganun ka familiar, no? And that's why my technique for them, no, sir, ma'am, no, I want you to be as honest as possible. This is the bogus technique that I use to my clients. Sir, ma'am, I want you to be honest in your responses, no. If ever you're trying to fake your answer, sir, ma'am, I will be able to know that you are not telling the truth or you're faking your answers. Para matakot sila. Ano lang, pangsindak lang. Ganun. Para at least they're going to answer really what's really their own personalities, no? So, ganun lang. Ang tawag sa amin doon, bogus technique. Yan. Sige, mag-start tayo sa IQ test. So, please class, listen well kasi mahalaga to, no? Ito yung mga ginagamit po talaga sa practice. SB5. Ito, hindi siya SB19. SB5. Stanford Binet Intelligence Test. 5th edition na po tayo. MCM owns this test, no? Kasali na siya. MCM owns this test. Meron tayong ganitong test, no? 2 years old to 89 years old. Ang ikinaganda ng SB5 is yung age group niya, no? Yung age group is 2 years old to 89 years old. Ayan. Okay, 2 years old to 89 years old. On ka Bluetooth ko. Ayan. Ayan, 2 years developed siya by Alfred Binet and Theodore Simon. So if you're going back to history, ang tawag talaga sa kanya is Binet-Simon intelligence test. Kasi ang early purpose talaga ng SB5 is sa mga Paris school children to learn or to detect some mga school mga
learning difficulties ng mga Paris school children. So, na-translate siya kasi French siya dati. 'Di ba Paris, France, no? So, yan ang pinakauna talaga. The OG of intelligence test. Siya yung pinaka OG of major intelligence test. Pero syempre yung pinaka OG talaga is yung alpha beta, yung Army Alpha, Army Beta, yung mga ano nga yun, to determine sino yung nakakabasa sa hindi nakakabasa. So I guess it's the Ravens, progressive, no? Okay, sige. So, ang skills niya, it has full skill IQ and non-verbal and verbal. So, ito yung mga skills niya. So, meron siyang mga domains like fluid reasoning, knowledge, quantitative reasoning, visual spatial processing, and working memory. Next is used for measuring individuals with scores in both giftedness and intellectual disabilities. Useful for assessing persons with limited English proficiency, deaf and hard hearing conditions, nonverbal disabilities, ADHD, and other neurocognitive conditions. So, it provides only a single general intelligence score. Yan. So, imagine, sakop niya 2 years old to 89 years old, no? So, ayan po. How much is this, sir? 155,000 po. Si SB5. Yun po yung presyo mo, no? Next, we have the Wechsler. This is another major intelligence test. Dalawa lang kasi yan class si major IQ. It's either the Wechsler's or the SB, the Stanford Binet. So si Wechsler kasi, ang ikinaiba niya kay Stanford Binet, nahahati siya sa tatlo. Depende sa age group. So we have WISC, Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children, 6 to 16 years old. Yes, this is developed by David Wechsler. And his idea of intelligence is the ability to adapt to our environment. No? So individually administered, and it provides subtests and composite scores which represent intellectual functioning in specific cognitive domains as well as composite scores. So it has 10 primary subtests that are recommended for comprehensive descriptions for intellectual disability and 6 secondary subtests. Okay. Next, it is possible for intellectual abilities to change over the course of childhood due to motivation, attention, interest, and opportunities for learning. So that is WISC, huh? Remember yung edad 6 to 16. Then the second version is the WASTE for Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale, 16 to 90 years old. And it is designed to measure intelligence and cognitive ability in adults and older adolescents. Developed to address weaknesses in Stanford Binet, contains sometimes subtests, no? Provides a number of different scores, 10 core subjects, 5 supplemental subtests. Okay. Class, ito yung mga mostly ginagamit din sa korte. Labi na kung ang case is annulment, no? Sometimes it is used in adoption, it is used in varied cases na medyo matataas na siya. So, mahal magpa-psych assessment kasi mahal din siya at matrabaho din ang pag-i-interpret sa kanya. So, masasabi kong may ROI or may return of investment talaga dapat. This is to inform them I have received okay my laptop. Okay. The big listen. Okay. So, ayan. Okay. So, diagnostic purpose talaga si WASTE. Okay? To determine if merong learning disabilities or merong specific learning problem, no? Kung merong intellectual disability si client, etc., etc. Okay, let's go to WPPSI for the Wechsler Preschool and Primary Scale of Intelligence 4th edition. 2 years old and 6 years old, no? Yan po yung age span niya. 7 years old and, 3 years old to 7 years old, basically. So, IQ test, individually administered, and para siyang play, no? Kasi may mga short games or tasks that will engage young children to give their responses. Ayan. Yan sila, no? So far, may questions kayo. Maraming mga different domains class. Familiar naman siguro kayo ng mga terms na yan, di ba? Na ganyan. So, iba-iba siya. May mga subject, may mga subtest, and mahaba to class, no? Sometimes this could take a day or 3 days, no? Depende sa test taker. Kaya mahal siya class kasi mahaba talaga. Mahaba siya. Yung process. So, now let's go to group administered nonverbal test. So, ito naman, level B, no? Be familiar of the level, ha? So, yan, di ba kanina meron tayong level C. Now, let's go to level B. Colored progressive matrices. Ito naman yung mga pangbata. So, 5 years old and 11 years old. Minsan, yung amount of time is kinakalculate or sinasali siya sa interpretation. So, these are developed by John Raven. Matagal na siya class, pero gamit na gamit pa rin hanggang ngayon. Okay. Maganda siya kasi nga, wala masyadong factor ng culture. So we have the colored progressive matrices, the standard progressive matrices, and the advanced progressive matrices. Kasi colored, ito yung mga for children. This is 36 items, 12 items per set. And very basic lang, parang one picture siya per page. Then next page ka na naman, then another na naman, then next page. So may answer sheet, merong test booklet. Yan. So, madali siya class kasi pattern recognition, logical reasoning. May color siya para mas ma-entice ang bata to answer. I own this one. And magkano to? 25,000 na to. Mga ganyan, no? Standard progressive matrices. This one, 6 to 16 years old and or 17 years old and older. Ito naman for adult to siya, no? 6, well, ang ano ko dito class, ang aking basis here is kung 5 to 11, si colored. Kung 12 and above, si standard progressive matrices. 12 and above na siya. So, hindi ko na siya pina-follow yung age nandito. Ewan ko kung bakit ganyan. So, level B siya, group siya. So, pwede sabay-sabay sila. Pwede rin individually administered siya. So, more difficult siya than CPM. Mga 4 items siguro per page. Tapos, mas complex yung patterns. Yes. So, this is composed of 60 items na siya. Kasi A, B, C, D, E, 5 sets, 12 items each. Habang tumatagal, mas nagiging mahirap. Okay? Ganun yung SPM. Si Advanced Progressive Matrices, ito naman class, rare occasions, or hindi naman siya rare, but special occasion siya. So 12 years old and older, ginagamit siya for those who are in promotion, no? For those to determine if may giftedness ba yung bata, no? Ganyan, especially those that are above average or superior yung kanilang IQ. So 40 to 60 minutes lang. And basically, this is for those that are advanced, kana mga bright yung kayo. So, papakita ako kayo ng example ng, ito class, wala siyang identifiers. At least makita lang kayo kung, sir, kung paano siya gina-interpret pala, sir, ganyan. Kung saan siya interpret. So, wala siyang identifiers. So, ganito siya class kapag nakalagay na siya sa table upon interpretation. So, kita nyo yun dito. Wait lang. Wait lang. Asa to? Bakit wala? Wala siyang again. Wala itong ano ha. This is not existing. Yan. Ito example. Raven's progressive matrices. So makikita niyo dito yung table. The raw score, the 47, and the percentile. Asan siya doon sa range ng test takers? Nasa 25th siya or 25. So, ang kanyang verbal interpretation is grade 3 and intellectually average. So, wag lang kayong mag-alala class kasi nasa manual yan. Kahit nung nag-masters ako, hindi ko alam paano mag-interpret nito. Hindi naman kami tinuruan. Natuto na lang ako nung nag-affiliate ako sa mga clinics. Honestly, don't be afraid. But kasi yung mga manuals kasi very secured. May test security yan. Hindi yan basta-basta na lang talaga nakikita. Pero if you want to learn how to interpret it, I think journals are there naman, are just available para malaman ninyo yung interpretations. So, yung time, kasali din yung time, 37 minutes. How long niya nakuha yun? So, 47 out of 60 yan, di ba? Diba? So, over 60. So, nasa 25th siya ng percentiles. 25th percentile. So, what does it mean? Compared to the general population, his cognitive performance reflect a moderate capacity for recognizing patterns and relationships. Yan, blah, 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 blah. So aside from this, he also exhibit an average level, ganyan, of difficulty in understanding abstract or intangible ideas. Ganyan. So, yan po, no? Meron siyang interpretative text na non-jargon na kahit non-psych major can understand it. No? That is important. When you're writing psych reports, it should be non-jargon or kailangan kahit sino pwedeng maintindihan yan. Hindi naman alam ng mga ibang professions na talaga paano natin ini-interpret yung mga psych reports na yan. To be honest, hindi nila ganun kapamilyar. Ayan. So, example yan na. So, later. Okay. So, we're done with the Ravens. You have questions? Again, ito po yung mga ginagamit talaga sa practice. We have the CFIT. Ito, CFIT, Culture Fair Intelligence Test. So, this is an IQ test. Kumbaga, non-verbal din siya, measure for analytical reasoning and abstract and novel situations. Measure individual intelligence in a manner designed to produce as much as possible the influence of culture. So, bigyan ko kayo ng example ng CPM. May manual. Wait lang. Sige, CPM. Ayan. Sige, sagot natin si ano. Ayan, ang colored progressive matrices. Sige, si Franks na lang, no? Franks, verbally ha, tell me your answer this. I-measure natin yung baby IQ mo, Franks, no? Para at least makita natin, Franks, kung ano yung IQ ni Franks. Yan. Sige yan, Franks. Example, anong answer mo sa number 1, Franks?
Four.
I-measure natin. Number 4. Okay, correct yan. Number 2, anong answer mo dito?
5.
Okay, ito, anong answer mo dito?
1.
Ito, anong answer dito?
2. 6.
O yan. So, na-prove natin na matalino si Franks. Ayun ang CPM. Very basic, very easy lang siya for us. Syempre kasi we're already at adults. Pero for those na nasa 5 to 11, syempre medyo merong challenge for them. No? Yung pattern and then. So, yun yung example ng Ravens. Di ba? So, nawawala masyado yung factor ng culture and masyadong balanse siya sa lahat. Kasi yung may mga learning disorders, may mga walang formal education, hindi marunong magbasa, hindi ganun ka proficient mag-English. At least, mababalance natin ba? Hindi kasi lahat class ng clients meron talagang formal education. Some of them are farmers, some of them are but they do need mga ganyang klaseng test for the requirements. Okay. Sige, next. CFIT yun ha. Now let's have the Purdue language or the PNLT. 13 years old and above. So, this one, hindi na siya ginagamit actually. Diyos ko. Hindi na siya ginagamit. Itong Purdue, sobrang na nito. Tawag mo. Obsolete na siya. So this is designed to measure mental ability since it consists entirely of geometric forms, culture pair siya, and self-administering. Now let's go to PKP. Ito naman class, no? Kasi syempre parang, ano ba yan? Bakit puro na lang mga westernized test yung mga ginagamit? Asan na yung atin? So yes, meron po tayong sariling atin, yung si PKP, Panukat ng Katalinuhang Pilipino. This is 16 years old and above. IQ test siya developed by Palacio Aurora, no? Basis for screening, classifying, and identifying needs that will enhance the learning process. So it consists of subtests like vocabulary, analogy, numerical ability, and nonverbal abilities. Ayan po, no? So, si PKP, 16 years old and above. So, pero to be honest, hindi ko nakikita ito sa mga psych reports. Hindi ko alam. Siguro mas gusto nila yung standardized. Class, ito kasing mga test na to, class, standardized siya. Hindi tayo pwedeng gumawa na lang ng test natin at yun yung ating gamitin. Kasi hindi siya nag-undergo pa ng research, ng normie, no? Hahanap talaga sila nung test na ginagamit na talaga. So, kaya may mga presyo din yung mga test na yan, no? Buisit sila. So, kaya honestly, ang mamahal ng mga test class, investment talaga yung magbili ka ng test. Imagine mo mga presyo ng mga test niyo. Pero at the end of the day, you're still gonna work with the test. Pero marami din kasing mga second-hand test na pwede nyong bilhin. Yun yung hinahanap-hanap ko, yung mga second-hand test. MMPI 2F, yan. Second-hand test din yung mga ganon. Okay. That's why, dapat meron kayong connections. Yan. Ito, Thurstone Test of Mental Alertness by Louis Thurstone. 4 job-related tasks assessed by TMA test adjusting to new skills or situations. Quickly and understanding complexity or subtle relationships, thinking flexibility. Now, let's go to Wonderlic Cognitive Ability Test or the WPT. This is to assess cognitive ability and problem solving aptitude of prospective employees. Ito naman sa employees ito sa pang HR to class, no. Ginagamit siya sa HR. So multiple choice answered in 12 minutes. Yan si Wonderlic. Cognitive ability test. Pang personal siya. Next, let's go to Watson Glaser Critical Thinking Test. Ito naman by Watson and Glaser, designed to assess person's critical thinking abilities and is widely used across legal practices. So it will help law firms to create short lists of candidates deemed likely to have what it takes for training. This will assess ability for critical thinking, creating conclusions, analyzing strong and weak arguments, recognizing assumptions, and evaluating arguments. This is usually in a multiple choice type, 20 to 64 years old. Let's go to Flanagan Industrial Test. So this is an aptitude test. It is used for HR then, for personal selection. It consists of job elements like arithmetic assembly components, coordination, etc., etc. So para mas malaman din natin kung saan ba angkop na work si applicant. Let's say mag-apply ka sa VA sa ganito sa ganyan tapos nagbigay ng ganitong work si HR for you. So madali kang ma-sort out asan ka pinakaangkop na trabaho. Ano ibig sabihin ng aptitude class? Sige daw, define to me. Ano ba yung aptitude? Sige, I'm gonna call. Sige. Thea, ano ibig sabihin ng aptitude, Thea? For you. Ayan. Anong understanding mo of aptitude?
So my understanding aptitude test is your inherent capacity
To ano? You're
to
getting there.
to learn potential to learn your potential, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You got it naman, Nak, no? So, ayan. So, ang aptitude class, ito yung parang given that you're gonna be having training, learning from that, ito yung, yun nga, inherent capacity mo to learn a certain thing. So, yung parang kapasidad mo ba na matutunan yung mga bagay na ganito, given that you're going to have future training, it could be a subject, a skill, no? Yun yung ibig sabihin ng aptitude, inherent na learning. Tama si Thea. Ayan. So aptitude 'yon, no? Let's say sa math, okay. Aptitude test, okay. Kapag magaling ka sa math, more likely asan ka na field ilalagay. So mostly ilalagay ka nila sa engineering. Mga ganon class. So basically aptitude test ang ginagawa natin for that. So we have the Philippine Aptitude Classification Test to develop the students' abilities to help them decide on the course that they will take after high school. Namoy ani sa una wala. na may ma-remember na gitake ninyo sa junior high or senior high or sa inyong high school? Wala? Ka ng mga aptitude test ba para makabalo mo kung asa mo hawd? Wala yung ani. Okay. So this assumes that aptitude are required in different combinations and in varying degrees for successful performance in different post-secondary courses. 18 subtests. It could be either individual or by group. Okay? So yan ha. So aptitude test 'yon. Kung saan ka mag-excel na subject or skill or course. Ito naman si Otis Lennon Ability Test. Ito naman for grade school or sa basic ed. 5 years old to 18 years old. I remember that I have took this test before when I was in Assumption. No, dati, designed to assess general mental ability or scholastic aptitude of pupils. It could either be individually or by group, no? Level C siya and to identify giftedness for children. So, general mental ability test of pupils. So, very grade school. All SAT. No, all SAT. Scholastic aptitude test siya for children. Okay? Gets? Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, ito naman, ASVAB, most the widely used aptitude test in the US and multiple aptitude battery that measures developed abilities that will help predict future academic and occupational success in the military. So, yan. Si ASVAB is ginagamit siya na aptitude test para malaman kung saan ka ba magaling, anong klaseng service ka, asan ka mag-excel, more of leadership ka ba, more of ito ba yung trabaho mo sa military, etc., and whatsoever, no? Ano din pala class to be transparent, meron din tayong mga military psychologists. Ayan, no? So, if you want to serve in the military, meron din tayong lugar doon sa military. Yan. So, okay. So, ASVAP. Okay, yan po ay sa military. So yan po class ay sa intelligence and cognitive and aptitude test na yan. So next stop natin will be on personality inventory and projective test. So let's just take a short break lang, no? Kahit balik tayo dito ng around 11:35. Okay lang ba? Short break lang tayo. I'm gonna hydrate myself and muna tayo, no? Tapos pagbalik natin, personality test na tayo. Yan, mga personality test. Okay? Let's just have a short break. Let's get back by 11:35. See you. Get okay.
Wag na muna nating pag-usapan. Sandali, hintayin na lang kinabukasan. Wag ngayon at di ko yata kakayanin. Wag ngayon. At alam ko na ang iyong sasabihin. Wag ngayon. Pwede ba? Wag muna. Teka lang. Ayoko pa. Wag ngayon, wag ngayon, wag na Pwede ba? Wag muna. Teka lang. Ayoko ba?
Ayan. So, may questions kayo. Drop in your questions, guys, if you have questions. Excuse me. Ayan. Grabe no, umuulan. Tapos, grabe ang ulan. Tapos, init, ulan, init, ulan. Nag-rollback na pala mga gas, guys. So, if gusto niyo magpa-full tank dyan, go na. 5 pesos din po ang binaba ng gasoline. Okay. So, okay, laban. So, we have the Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory. So, this is very used in... Okay, turn on your cameras. Come on, guys. No? Babalik na tayo sa class mode. So, MMPI 2, ang pinaka-latest version nito is MMPI 3, which is available na siya ngayon. So, sa Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory, gamit na gamit po ito, class. This is the gold standard of personality test and widely used siya for diagnostic purposes. So, intended siya for both clinical and normal population to identify sources of maladjustments. Self-report po ito, no? Either true or false lang. And this is consists of 567 true or false questions. Alam niyo ba, class, tomorrow, we're going to have a meeting tomorrow for National Authority for Child Care. And I'm going to, parang ipapaglaban ko or I will be, ano ba yung term niya? Recommending. Kasi this is a test used for diagnostic, no? Sorry. So ito kasi, class, tingnan niyo naman yung items niya, no? 567 items. But there's a shorter version of this one. Yes, pwede itong gamitin sa mga major legal cases like annulment, nullity of marriages, or sa criminality. Pero hindi natin to pwedeng gamitin sa mga cases like adoption kasi iba naman yung hinahanap sa adoption. Hindi naman yun for diagnosing mental health disorders. Kasi ito nga, ina-assess niya kasi yung diagnostic features ng isang tao or it assesses signs of psychopathology ba, no? Marami siyang mga scales, hypochondriasis. Alam niyo ba ibig sabihin ng hypochondriasis? Sige, manawag pa. Oslin, anong ibig sabihin ng hypochondriasis? Oslin?
Sir, hindi pa ba ako sure?
Okay, sige. Sinong may alam dyan? No? Keyboard warrior, chat GPT nyo na. So, hypochondriasis is, ito yung parang health anxiety. Kaya na ganing worry class na. hala, nako'y sakit na yung ani, nako'y sakit na yung ana, no? Hypochondriasis yung clinical term for that, ha? Health anxiety. Hypochondriac. Okay, ha? Hypochondriasis, yun ang ginagamit na term. So, we have also depression, hysteria, no? Hysteria. Alam niyo ng ibig sabihin ng hysteria. Charlene, ano ibig sabihin yan? Hysteria.
So, pagkakaintindi ko sa hysteria for sa babae po siya,
Na ano?
Parang-
Anong mangyayari?
parang naging hysterical sila, na-overwhelm yung emotional.
Mhm.
Yung parang meron
Okay.
silang, hindi ko alam, parang extreme.
Mhm. Okay, from the word hysterical, so parang merong emotional excess or having panic, excitement, 'di ba? Hysterical, hysteria, yun yung parang extreme uncontrollable fear, no? Or excitement. Yung word din, yung term na mass hysteria, yung phenomenon where maraming tao na natakot, especially during nagkaroon ng mass hysteria during the what? The global phenomenon. Kailan yung last na mass hysteria class? During the what? Pandemic, no? Diyos ko, nagkaroon ng hysteria. Yung mga tao, di ba? So hindi nila alam ano yung gagawin. Wala pang cure sa COVID, di ba? That was the last mass hysteria na nangyari. Hindi ko lang alam ngayon sa scale ng ating political kung may mga mass hysteria, no? Pero I don't want to go there. But yun nga, pandemic, nagkaroon ng mass hysteria. Okay? Yun po ang meaning ng hysteria, ha? Next, we have psychopathic deviate. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Psychopathic deviate. Sige. Wag ta. Jaya, anong ibig sabihin ng psychopathic deviate?
Wala sad ko yung idea, sir.
Okay. And anyone, sige lang. Okay, from the word, sige. Yes, David, you're raising your hand.
Fun po, sir. Kanang walay empathy po, like lack of like one lang, kanang respect or even like basic like reaction to say like a tragedy lang po, sir.
Yeah. So yan po, no? Nagkaroon tayo ng, it measures social maladjustment, impulsivity to authority, no? Nagkakaroon ng disregard sa social standards and rules. Wala nang pakialam. From the word psychopath. Alam niyo naman ibig sabihin yun, ba class? Psychopath. Psychopathy ba, no? Ayan, psychopath. Ayan. Okay, how about masculinity and femininity? Ayan, anong yan? Anong interpretation yun ng masculinity and femininity? Masculinity, femininity, ito yung what? Ina-assess niya yung mahalaga kasi class na malaman natin yung kahit yung mga meaning lang ng mga skills na ito. Kasi ginagamit po talaga siya sa practice, to be honest. So masculinity, femininity, this is assessing ano yung traditional versus non-traditional gender roles, interests, and activities. So lahat naman tayo class, meron tayong may mga characteristics tayo ng pagiging masculine and feminine, no? So malalaman natin dito, hindi naman kung bakla tayo or hindi, ha, hindi po iyon ganoon, no? Hindi naman kasali din doon yung ano natin. It's just that determining kung ano yung masculinity, how much are we transcribing or subscribing into that as compared to the other gender role that we have, or the femininity role, no? Okay, next is paranoia. Ano yung paranoia? Manawag tabi. Brittany, ano ibig sabihin ng paranoia?
Ano po,
Ira,
sir,
prepare.
mental state, sir, na yung iba, sir, trying to harm, watch, or i-deceive yung iba without real evidence po.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Yun naman yung interpersonal sensitivity, feelings na parang tina-target ka or you're being persecuted or suspicious ka masyado, no? Okay, minsan term tayo, uy, nagiging paranoid ka na masyado, ganon, girl, yung ganon. So, basically, hindi naman masama kasi it's part of our animal brain to be more, for self-preservation ba? For ourselves to, to look after our intuition. Pero syempre minsan, nag-over na rin siya. Nagiging too much na rin siya. And lahat naman ng too much ay hindi maganda. Okay? Next is psychasthenia. Ano ibig sabihin ng psychasthenia, Ira?
Ano siya, sir, para siyang, connected to, chronic anxieties or phobias or obsessions.
Mhm.
Minsan ano, it also connects to parang chronic self-doubt sa self mo or indecisions, something like that.
Mhm. 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 It is characterized by this trio: anxiety, depression, and obsessive compulsive tendencies, no? So that is psychasthenia. Obsolete na rin po ito, no? Kasi dati kasi ginagamit siya na ano siya ginagamit siya na term, pero ngayon hindi na siya masyadong ginagamit na term. Basta it does characterize phobias. Number one is phobias. Then it does characterize compulsions, obsessions, and excessive anxiety. So tatlo yung kanyang mini-measure din. Ayan. Fear. Phobia. Fear. Okay. So, yan si psychasthenia. Aha. So next, we have schizophrenia. Alam naman natin ang ibig sabihin nito, di ba? Schizophrenia. So basically, you're not in your sound mind or judgment. There are some realities for you that is not really existing in the real world. So that is schizophrenia. I have a client who has a schizoaffective disorder. Parang susumabay kanyang yung kanyang psychosis with depressive disorder. So, sobrang rare ng case na yun. Payat na payat siya and feeling niya na wakwak siya. Na may anak na tendencies. It's really a rare case, class, na feeling gid niya na wakwak gid siya. And ano manggod ang case manggod ato, class, is kanabang hindi niya good alam na yung lalaki kasal siya. Hindi niya alam. Tapos kasal yung lalaki, may anak sa iba, tapos nagkaanak sila. So, merong self-blame. Sabi niya sa sarili daw niya na para daw siyang nanira ng family. And is putting too much blame to herself. Hindi na siya kumakain, depressed yung mood niya, hindi siya nagsasalita masyado, may lack of self-care, nakatunganga na lang siya minsan. Minsan may mga naririnig daw siya. So, pag ganun, class, no, sumasabay si si ano si psychosis kay depression, kay depressive symptoms. Ang tawag sa ganong disorder is schizoaffective disorder. Nag-absect na kayo, di ba? Di ba? Okay, sure ako. At least you've known already ang ibig sabihin. Okay? So, next we have hypomania. Yan, ano ibig sabihin ng hypomania? Very basic to, no? Nasa bipolar to. What does hypomania means? Sige na nawag ta. Sige, si Kyle. Kyle, ano ibig sabihin ng hypomania, Kyle? Sakayan. Mr. Sakayan.
Pwede po ito.
Mhm.
May parang hyperactivity. Parang so parang madaling ma-irritate.
Aha. Anong difference niya dun sa mania? Di ba meron tayong hypo, meron ding mania. Anong difference niya? Manic mania. Hypomania.
Di pa ako sure.
Okay. Sige, class, no? In clinical terms, yung hypomania, naglalast siya for 3 to 5 days. 3 days lang ata, no? Basta short term lang siya na manic or mania disorder. Yung mania or manic, yun yung opposite ni depression, ha? Or ni depressive symptoms. So ito yung hindi ka na makatulog, you're very erratic, you're very restless and fidgety. So si depressive kasi, minsan, yung mood mo depressed, wala kang motivation, hindi ka na makakain, ganon, hindi ka na makagalaw, lack of feelings of joy or yung contentment minsan or satisfaction, nawawala na yung may anhedonia, hindi ka na maka-feel ng pleasure to the usual activities that used to give you that. So minsan pag bipolar, sumasabay si manic, no? Si mania, hypomania. So pag ganyan, hypomania plus depression, bipolar 2. Si bipolar 1, pwedeng full-blown mania or manic lang siya. Di ba? Bipolar, 2 poles. Depression, manic, depression, manic. Okay? Sige. Ano pa ba yung mga skills na nandyan? Okay. Schizophrenia, hypomania. Hypomania yan, no? Hypomania, yung may pagka-erratic, very excited tayo, restless, fidgety. Social introversion. Ito din naman, makikita din natin dito, ano yung degree level of our introverted traits, no? In comparison to being extroverted. Again, class, whether we like it or not, we still have introverted or extroverted traits. Kung ano man yung categories ninyo. Okay. Sino dito yung mga extrovert? Sige daw, raise your hand daw. Or give me a like. Mga extroverts. Mas nag-gear sila sa extrovert. Ayan, si Jaya, extrovert. Sino pa yung iba dyan? It doesn't mean that you don't have introverted traits, ha? Sino pa? The rest is intro na kayo lahat. Sino yung introverts dito? Okay. Depende sa tao na kasama. Yes. But yung category kasi class, no? Kung ano yung default nyo ba? Of course, it's going to really depend din sa kasama, sa kausap, kung asan kayo, no? But you have to determine ano yung default na ginagamit nyo masyado. Saan kayo pumupunta or ano yung palagi ninyong ginagamit. There are times na kahit extrovert ka, gusto mo rin ng me time, gusto mo rin ng ikaw lang din mag-isa, di ba? It's just that the category is just there to know lang ano yung mas ginagamit mo na traits. Yan. So, introverts kayo, mostly. Ayan. So, kailangan natin ng self-awareness, ha? Diba, psych majors kayo, dapat mas aware kayo kung ano ba talaga yung ninyo, type ninyo. Okay, sige. Ito naman, ang maganda rin sa MMPI, meron siyang mga lie scales, F scales, may mga CNS, may mga TRIN, VRIN, no? Ito class ay mga, ang tawag dito is, meron siyang mga iba't ibang mga scales. Kapag mataas yung level na ganito, ibig sabihin, nagpi-fake bad, nagpi-fake good. Hindi consistent yung answer, defensive siya, no? Kung once lumalampas yung ganung level ng mga responses niya, magiging invalid na yung responses niya. Kumbaga, hindi valid or accurate yung binibigay niya na responses. Minsan manggod nagapataka si test taker. Okay. Malalaman yon sa scoring na part. So, maganda siya kasi may mga ganun siya na scales. F scales, K scales, CNS scales. So, malalaman dito kung medyo defensive, medyo faking good, or faking bad si client. So, kapag mataas siya sa ganito, it will be invalidated na. So, ayan. Okay? Question sa MMPI, Minnesota Multiphasic. You have questions? Have questions? Wala. Okay, wala. Okay, next, let's go to Basic personality inventory. Ito naman sa guidance office to palagi, no? Sikat na sikat siya. Developed by Jackson. Self-report measure of general domains of psychopathology. 240 true or false items. By the way, class, ang substitute kay Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory is si Personality Assessment Inventory. Si PAI. So siya yung may similar na mga clinical skills comparing to MMPI pero shorter version lang siya. Maraming version si MMPI, merong MMPI 2F. Yun yung medyo maliit lang or konting item, medyo maliit lang or parang 300 plus items lang ata yun. Revised na version na siya ni MMPI 2. Pero syempre, ang gold standard talaga si MMPI full-blown 2. Yan. Basic personality inventory, true or false items, no? Ayan, to measure dimensions of alienation, anxiety, denial, depression, deviation, hypochondriasis, impulse expression, interpersonal problems, persecutory ideas, etc., etc. Yan. Myers-Briggs, yan naman. Ito naman ay yung kay Adler, di ba? Isabel Myers and Catherine Briggs. So, obsolete na yung test ito. Dati ginagamit siya. Mostly ginagamit siya sa workplaces to know kung ano yung personality type mo. Are you more of the introverted, extroverted? Ano yung psychological functions? Diba? Yung may mga ENFP, INFJ. Are you still familiar with that? Diba? No? Yung may mga ganon. ENFP, INFJ, etc., etc. So, yan ang ginagamit mo. Okay? So, next, we have Edwards Preference Personality Schedule, EPPS. So, work siya or it's being used mostly sa workplace. Forced choice, kasi nga it's either yes or no. And useful for personal counseling and non-clinical adults. Level B, no? Ayan. So, again, ang level C dyan, si MMPI, tsaka si Basic Personality Inventory. Okay, now let's go to the Neo Personality Inventories. Yan ang mga favorites ko. Neo 5-Factor Inventory, di ba? McRae and Costa, the Big Five. What are the Big Five? Jaya? Theories of Personality? Ano yung Big Five?
Ang N po, sir, kay neuroticism, tapos extraversion, ni openness, tapos ni agreeableness, tapos
Letter C.
kalimutan ko sir, ang C.
Letter C. Yeah, medyo ano rin yun.
Consciousness?
Conscientiousness. Ay, pagiging hardworking. Okay. Just remember the ocean. Ocean. Openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Ayan. So, this is the Neo 5-Factor Inventory. I have this one. 12 years old and above, in shorter version siya. 60 items inventory that measures the 5 broad domains only. The Neo Personality Inventory revised. Yan naman. 30 to 40 minutes, 5 factors. Then, pero medyo mahaba siya. Again, developed siya by Paul Costa and Robert McRae. McRae and Costa, ayan. So next, we have the Pictorial Self-Concept Scale for Children, 2 years old to 13 years old, by Jack Joseph. Allows clinician to measure self-concept in children as young as 3. Let youngsters respond to the pictures rather than words. So very play ang atake ni Pictorial Self-Concept for Children. Can be evaluate psychological and educational interventions. So children are shown pairs of illustrations representing common self-appraisal situations and are asked to choose between a picture representing negative and positive self-concept. Next, we also have a Philippine version of personality test, and that is the panukat ng ugali ng pagkatao o ng panukat ng pagkataong Filipino, the PUP and the PPP. So 12 years old to 18 years old, Enriquez and Guanzon. This is an indigenous personality test, and hindi masyado to ginagamit, class. I just don't know why. I guess the Philippines is just really subscribed to westernized, standardized test, no? It will help tap specific values, traits, and behavioral dimensions related or meaningful to the study of Filipinos. Ayan. We have the Milon. Ito naman. Milon Clinical Multi-Axial Inventory 4th Edition, MCMI for 18 years old and younger. This is to determine and help diagnose or treat personality disorders. Ayan. Sige, tawag na naman tayo. Oslin, give me at least 3 personality disorders. At least 3 lang. Abside.
Yes. OCPD.
Mm.
Ano pa ba? PDD. And nakita ko lang to siya sa internet, sir, pero I'm not sure if considered siya yung parang DID po.
Okay, yeah. Sige, how about Janina? Sige, Janina, can you give me the exact, at least 3, yung talagang word na talaga, not the acronym.
Again, sir, naglag ako, sir.
Again, can you give me at least 3, yung exacta talaga na pangalan ng personality disorders? Okay. Sige. Who can help that? Mayroong gustong mag-call a friend dyan. Or be a friend. Sige. David, you want to help? Give me at least 3. 3 lang, no? Marami ba yun? Sige,
Ano po,
go
sir?
Ira. Sige. Ikaw na lang muna, David.
If I remember correctly, autism, isa pa, neurodivergent, third.
Okay. Okay, sige. Okay lang yan, no? Ira. Sige.
Yung na-mention po ni Oslin kanina, yung OCPD, obsessive compulsive personality disorder,
Okay,
and
good.
then borderline personality disorder, and antisocial personality disorder.
Can you give us more?
Give
Di ba
us
marami
more.
yun? Sige daw.
Histrionic personality
Yes,
disorder.
that's right. Okay na.
And meron ding PPD, paranoid personality disorder.
Okay.
More
Yeah, we
pa.
also... sige, can you go for more?
No.
Hindi na. Okay, sige. Borderline personality disorder. We have schizotypal personality disorder. We have narcissistic personality disorder, the very famous one. And ano pa ba? Dependent personality disorder is part of the clusters. So it has 3 clusters, cluster A, B, and C. And again, class, personality disorders, this is very egocentric. Ibig sabihin, kung egocentric siya, yung affected hindi yung tao mismo, yung affected yung environment niya. Kasi integrated na siya sa personality niya. Kumbaga, hindi na siya ganun distressing sa part ng tao. Ang nadidistress sa mga personality disorders is the other people around him or her. Okay? Yun yung pagkakaiba niya sa other disorders. Kasi sa depression, ang affected man talaga is yung person itself. But kung mga PDs kasi, ang affected is yung mga nasa labas. Okay, ayun. So, ayan din, sa personality disorders, ginagamit talaga siya for annulment. Super. Yun yung mga para talagang irreconcilable personal differences, gumamit tayo ng personality disorders. Yung hindi na talaga pwedeng matreat ng basta-basta. And the best treatment for PDs are dialectical behavior therapy, especially for borderline personality disorders. Ayan yung mga unstable relationships, no? Yung mga fear of abandonment, may mga ganun ba kayo, no? You are push and pull in the relationship, Ganon. Are you like that? So you have to also know your tendencies to be like that. Ganon. So, okay. So much for that. That is the Milon ha. Ang gamit po dyan is ang Milon Clinical Multi-Eggshell Inventory, the MCMI4. The 16PF, yes, sikat na sikat po pa rin si 16PF, especially sa workplace, by Raymond Cattell, the theory, Raymond Cattell, no? It will help evaluate 2 levels of traits, primary, yung warmth, reasoning, emotional stability, blah, 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 blah. So, ayan na po yung 16 personality traits. I think nakapagbigay ako sa inyo ng ganitong test dati sa TOP. Yung available siya outsource. I mean, yung available siya sa open source pala, no? Next, we do have Strong Campbell. Now, moving to interest inventories, we have Strong Campbell interest inventories and Thurstone interest schedule. So, these are interest tests, no? And ayun na lang. So, basahin nyo na lang siya dito. Okay. Level A then ang gamit dito. So, ayan. So, at least, na-orient ko kayo ng mga ginagamit talaga mostly. Marami pa yan, class, to be honest. Marami pa yan. Pero, ito lang yung mga common palaga na binibigay. Okay? So, now, I want to know, are there questions or something you wish to clarify? Sarap mag-rolled oats, no? Rolled oats sa morning. I-try nyo siya. Overnight oats. Ayan. You have questions? Or sama ng loob, ganyan. Pwede nyo i-share. Ganyan. Kailan po exam, sir? Ay, sa week 15. Okay. Okay.